Today, we have an episode of one of the big gang breakdowns, And today, we'll be talking about Trula Mafia,
The street lore.
street lore of Trula Mafia and the split with Double R and how it ended up being two cliques. At one point in time, it's all gangs, and which is crazy because in the streets, I always say, like, if there's a gang, there was always a bigger gang or a gang before that or a father gang or a gang that started it. Um, from what I know and from what I understand and from what I got from just people I know in Memphis and things like that, Trula Mafia basically was basically a very big group of friends and family members and homeboys. I would like to say from the various different areas of Memphis for the most part, but I want to say based mostly out of South Memphis. Basically starts off with it's many other players. You got Hernandez Govan, you got D Money, you got J Money, Trula Mafia, J Money, D Money, both brothers dead now. One of the founding members, of course, Big Scarr, who broke off to join the RR gang, the Rich and Reckless gang. And basically what that was about was a civil war with who was feeding who. Like when you got sub gangs and then you got two warring factions, it basically was on some, of course, street stuff happened. That's anybody, gonna hit girlfriends, whatever. Like, but it's baby mama drama, little unavoidable stuff. But it came at a point in time where Trula Mafia as a whole had to choose a side. And of course, they was falling out over who was getting credit for doing what and who was backdooring the other members and things of that nature. So it came down to where Trula Mafia was split in dissension. Big Scarr and the J Money or D Money. And basically had a split on basically crises of leadership and how it was going and how stuff was going. And basically it was down to Trula Mafia was started off messing with both camps. Like, y'all gotta understand, Straight Drop was around Young Dolph. And then it really went left with Young Dolph signed I wanna say let me rephrase it. It could be either Snoop Bands or Big Moochie Great. But I know it was somebody that Dolph signed that was it was somebody that was,
supposedly Big Moochie Grape because they said Big Moochie Grape didn't get straight drop shooters out of there, supposedly. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true,
so
the comments may kill me.
Yeah, I've heard. That's why I don't want to, because they be in the comments. So I just want to make
sure.
You
know what? Kill me. Do it.
But
let me know.
Cool.
Pause.
But for the most part, I think it was somebody like one of Dolph's last signees that they had real problems with the Mafia, and it was like, all right, that's enough. You signed our ops, and we low key still cool.
That was Big Moochie Grape.
Yeah. So for the most part, they was cool with Young Dolph. They was cool with Dolph. They was okay with Dolph. But they had a relationship with C as well. And of course, if you in between two powerhouses like CMG, PRE, and then you got to think it's pictures with everybody. Everybody knew each other. Quick Hernandez Govan. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew each other. Everybody was homies. So at the end of the day, when the split happened, they make Double R, Trula Mafia. Now they won. They going at it. They into it each other. One side basically keeps allegiance with PRE. The other side takes allegiance with CMG. Now, in lieu of doing that, got them sliding on each other, into it with each other, everything of that nature. Scarr could have signed with Dolph. He could have signed with Dolph. The opportunity was there. But, I mean, of course, why not go with somebody that Dolph just as cool with as well, or, you know what I'm saying, just to keep. I tell people all the time, I feel like the guys that signed with Gucci tried to be neutral. Like Pooh Shiesty, all the dudes from Memphis that signed with Gucci, they were trying to keep a neutral stance. So they didn't want to necessarily pick a side, but they side. You know what I'm saying? So it makes a lot of sense. But for the most part, it just came down to the fact of why Trula Mafia ended up getting them in the end was the signing of, allegedly, the signing of Big Moochie Grape, which led, like, that was the final straw. Like, you signed a nigga that was giving us smoke. So it was all around that. At the end of the day, bro, it's always going to be some type of, so for those who was on the internet who was like, Big Scarr was not, yes, he was. He split off, started Rich Reckless, so it's all the same. Definitely was a part of Trula. Definitely was cool with J Money. Hell, it's pictures of Key Glock with D Money and J Money. It's pictures of niggas from PRE with niggas from True. But you know, when it comes to power and to playing when niggas got money, of course, different shots get called. I always say when niggas got money, shots can get called from above. It changed. Money creates an ill dynamic in any situation, whether it be street life, corporate life, gang life, whatever you want to call it. Money creates an ill dynamic. Like I tell everybody, man, my neighborhood, like not just my neighborhood, just the whole low end. Just I grew up, I was on blocks where nigga best friends killed each other. So money just creates an ill dynamic. Like niggas, people we grew up with our whole lives became ops. People we knew, and how do you make sense of? I always tell everybody, there's no way or no protection from the day your brother wake up and decide to do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no defense for that. I don't care who you are. You're not expecting that. So I've always said money creates an ill dynamic in any situation. But in the hood, it creates a very fiery one. So it's like when you got two big entities giving people that you know prestige, power, and way out, of course the allegiance is gonna change. Of course it's gonna get different. And you know, for those who was like, he talking about Memphis or he da-da-da-da-da, I say this in this. When it was Chicago turn, nobody said a thing. When everybody was talking about the war in Chirac, Cito and Rondo killing up everybody, and
I know
everybody going crazy, nobody
right.
said nothing. I find it real hypocritical that y'all get on the internet and y'all have a problem with me from this camera on this podcast giving out entertainment or giving out my point of opinion or view. I'm not incriminating anybody. I'm not speaking on nothing that ain't nobody never really said or heard of. I'm giving y'all the real raw. I'm just telling y'all what it is, word from the street, where I got it from, how I'm going to get it, and how I'm going to give it to y'all. So that's why y'all tap into these breakdowns, because half of y'all really don't know what's going on. So y'all need the edutainment and info to put y'all on, which me, Big Gang, helps provide. So with that being said, y'all turn into the videos. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Instagram at BigGang039. Y'all can go look up these names and stuff for y'allself. Google is your friend. Look up Trula J Money. Look up Trula Mafia D Money. Look up Big Scarr. All this is right there. The streets are so connected to the internet these days. All you gotta do is type it in on Instagram. I mean, I may know a little more in depth because I know people from different various street organizations and places, but y'all can get this information too. Y'all have a nice day. Enjoy the pod. Hey man, it's your boy Big Gang. You tapping into Pop Austin Media. You like that content? Man, hit that like, subscribe button and get in tune for sure, for sure.